Woke up to a little 3.2. Come on now. Fits. Gonna put some socks on. Clean shave. We growing out the beard a little. 30-day beard challenge. Come on now. Gonna get on with the morning routine. Get right to it. Come on. You. And we're live. Alright. Beautiful morning in Brentwood, California. Come on. It is Webby Day. It is Webby Day. It's 7:40 right now. Got the team huddle at 9. Bunch of shit to get done from 10 until we go live at 4 p.m. Or I guess it's 4 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. Eastern. A whole lot of shit to get done today. A lot of small, minor tech stuff. We gotta reps. We gotta fucking go to town with these reps. Make sure they're dialed in. Get them dialed on the bonus structure, commission structure, specific Webby openers for people who sign up, who book, who don't sign up, who stayed till the end, who did not stay till the end. All this little shit to think about. First Webby with this client. We are currently at like 32K cash with them, I think, in the first 10 days, maybe 10. A lot to do today. We got to get the Zaps finalized. We got to get the SMS out. We just sent our 12 hours out morning of question-based SMS for obviously everyone that's signed up already. Get them hyped up for what they're going to learn on this live event. Gotta get the reps repping all day. We gotta get them doing reps, mocking with each other all day because we are paying for these leads. We want to maximize the number of leads that we're converting because it's coming out of the client's wallet. And if the reps are fucked, if they're not doing what they need to, then we're wasting the client's money, which is obviously no bueno. So we're on our morning walk right now. Typical morning walk in Brentwood. As you've been seeing the vlogs, I'm a consistent dude. But this is the first Webby day for this client. I want 30K minimum from this Webby. I'll show you all the stats when I sit back down on my computer because we spent literally 2K for probably like 500 registrants. And so we're gonna get a fucking insane ROAS here. Yep. Got the performative candle on. We get 3.2K payment came in while I was sleeping last night, so I woke up to that. Fucking beautiful. For another offer, not the offer we have a Webby on today. I had to call at 8 a.m. for that offer, and the lead texts me, yes, I can do that, but I'm currently in a funeral. Can we do this in 2 hours? No, we will not be able to do this in 2 hours because I got a Webby to run. Bitch. All right, so let's walk through the stats. Morning of, we just sent our morning of text, which is question-based. Oh my God, my camera almost fell. We are currently at, let's go down here. We are currently at 513 fucking registrants. Wow, isn't that crazy to think? Because I sent out a DM to someone, 513 people signed up for this and potentially can switch up their nightly schedule. Out of those 513 registrants, some of them are from paid. 300 of them are from paid. We've spent $1,600 on this campaign at a $5.62 cost per lead. $5.62 CPL, which is pretty fucking sick. First Webby, like, are you kidding me? 300 are from cold. 200 plus are from warm, which means TikTok bio, Instagram bio, free Discord that the client has. And so we're just gonna try and liquidate the fuck out of their warm audience that is signed up for this right now, and then obviously learn everything that we need to about these cold traffic leads, these 300 plus cold traffic leads. We cranked cold budget. We'll be spending up until 3 hours before the event. And so we're just going to keep a very close eye on which leads that are closing are from warm, which leads are coming from which ads. We had ad 9 and ad 13 absolutely fucking crank all of my notifications of Webby signups. Ad 9 and 13 pretty much. So we're going to iterate on those two ads. As you saw in the last video, I'm trying to get my little brother to do this business model. So he signed up for this. Fucking 500 plus leads. What's the exact number? 513 leads at this point in time, morning of, $5.62 cost per lead. Fucking sick. Some work to do until 9 a.m. PST. It's 8:10 a.m. PST right now. We're gonna get the sales team fucking fired up to make some cash, to make some dials, to just make as much money as possible. We're gonna hit them with the bonus structure for the Webby. I think we're gonna do like maybe 400 or 500 for closers, 200 to 300 for setters. For top performer, that is. We gotta finish up the fucking slides because we had to tweak something due to fucking just like a whole market shift. We had to tweak part of the webby, so now we had to redo the script, redo the slides. Gotta pivot, gotta be on your feet, or else you're gonna get fucked. So, with that said, let's get the fuck after it today. First webby day for this client. I want to make them a lot of money, bro. Come on. But I'll keep you updated. Those are the stats we're working with right now.
I think that we do 5.5 for financing, 5K for the regular PIF. Maybe if they PIF in cash, they get like a lower price, like a 4.5 or something. I don't think that really matters too much. And then 4K for the affiliates.
Yeah, I think if they pay in full in cash, they should get 500 off.
So you would go to 4.5 or just keep it at 5?
I think we keep everything at 5.5.
Not because it's on you, but I'm just saying I want your opinion on it because I value it. But we were at 6K and...
All right, 9 a.m. PST, about to hop on this huddle. Of course, we get this bullshit right as we're about to get on the huddle. Payment error on the ad account. So we got to deal with that, but I'm going to show you the huddle real quick. All right, so as of right now, we have 523 registrants tonight. We haven't spent shit on ads either. So I would say 200 of those is organic, 300 plus is cold. So we do have a good amount of warm leads coming in that already know, like, and trust, which is tremendous news for you guys. Makes your guys' job a little easier. Any questions on tiers, old versus new? I made the document for you guys. Put together a full breakdown for you guys. Fire these guys up.
Let's fucking go.
As you can see, they're fired up to rip the live event. They've been putting a lot of work into this, so we want to make them as much bread as we possibly can, make you guys as much bread as we possibly can. All right, holy fuck. Just train the setters for a while. Mocks, they need to be extremely clear on what to do with which leads, people who applied, people who booked, people who attended, didn't book, etc. And so I personally am a fan of training setters from the ground up because it's a little more effort in the beginning but less effort in the long run. If you have setters that you have to constantly just baby who have bad habits from other offers, then it's worse. But we have a lot to do. Need to get zaps, need to get the script finalized. We had an issue where we needed to change the script, like I said. We need to change the payment links, the contracts, the service agreements, a lot of shit that needs to be done. It is 11:33. We have 4.5 hours. Crunch time here. But the creators, the clients are running through the webinar right now, practicing it. They'll let us know any changes that need to be made. We can make them manually, then get in there for the live event. We'll get the sales team doing mocks around 20, 30 minutes into the event so that when the application goes live and calls start being booked, then we can just they're warmed up. It's like a game. They have a game tonight. They have the big game tonight. They need to warm up a little beforehand. Stressing a little, but no reason to stress. We got fucking $5.60 cost per lead. We've only spent like 2 bands on ads. We'll probably get up to 600 registrants probably. I'll be breaking you through like what the show rate is, what the stay till pitch rate is, what the booked rate is, what the close rate is, how much cash we're collecting, everything. We'll walk you through the full stats after, but stressful webby day here. Let's get it. I'm going to go get Chipotle real quick, load up, and then get right back to it. Make sure we're floating smoothly here. Bag secured. They're building the new sushi spot 2 blocks from my house. So that's going to be dangerous for me. Bang. Full 3.5 hours out, about to knock out the logistical shit. About to absolutely grub double chicken guac bowl. It's not going to be super exciting. I'm just going to be sitting right here until the webinar. Then in the webinar, I'm going to be sitting right here moderating it. And after the webinar, I'm going to be sitting right here making sure the sales team is fucking working. Yeah, exactly. So they just need to make sure that they scroll the description with the slides.
Yeah, it's just going to be half screen, just like webinars on one side, strictly the other one, and just scroll and click it.
Yeah, it'll be chill. You went over partner objection and credit objection with them?
Yeah, we went through a whole call review.
All right, bet. 4K, boy. Charging up. 3 hours out. Comment right now. Drop predictions. Over 600 people have registered. Drop what percentage are going to show up. 30, 40, 50? I think it's going to be 50 plus because we're too good. Setting tech up.
But it really
While
depends on
I'm helping
how
two of
much
the setters
help
role
you're
play
wanting to get.
so that they're dialed for tonight.
I mean,
He's setting shit up
is there
right
something
now.
specifically you think you need help with?
Sending
Or
test
just
SMS.
overall, pretty much everything?
Getting shit flowing 2 hours out. Andreas, what do you have to say to the vlog 2 hours out?
I'm ready to make generational wealth right now. This offer did how much in this week, Stefan? I'm ready.
These past 3 months.
32 so far?
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it is
so
something
but it should be no
like this,
different.
but
The financing literally got approved this morning, which was like make or break for this webinar. Actually, not really, because we only had, what, 2K in spend? So it wouldn't have been the end of the world if we didn't get financing, but clutch that we did. 600 people signed up. We're hoping, 200 show up at the minimum. We got one more closer onboarded today, one more setter onboarded today. Both going to be live for this webinar. Top performers stay, bottom performers get the fuck out. We got the new Typeform application up for the webinar. We need to link that to a whole news app, link that to all the sales channels, Go High Level, etc. So that was a pain setting up. But all we really had to do is duplicate the call funnel automation and just redo the inputs on Zapier, which just took like 30 minutes, but it's fine. A little bit of rambling is fine. Like adding your personal touch is fine. We just don't want every slide to be a ramble, so it goes fucking 30 minutes over.
How long can it be? 2 hours.
We want to aim for hour 20, hour 30. 10 minutes out. My little brother will be in attendance.
Yeah,
Let's get it, boys. We live. And I gotta send the text out at 15 minutes in, 30 minutes in.
180 people live. Look at the odds. With these bands, with all the
180. We're at 180 and we're 3 minutes in.
181 now. We need to make sure 15-minute live text goes out live.
We're at 180 in the first few minutes. We should be upwards of 220, 15 minutes in for people that we send out the next text to. We ran out of SMS. We had a 3K limit. We're at 2,600 and a 6K or a 600 person list. That's not going to be enough. So I literally have 2 minutes to hop on with them, send out the 15-minute text, and get more to send out for the 30-minute text. Let's go. Whew. All right. We just had to hop in with Sanjay from Go High Level. It's probably like 4 a.m. for him right now. But we just got our SMS upped so that we could send those last 2 text blasts out. And then we got to jump on. I got to get the setters rolling, closers rolling for in about an hour from now when fucking shit starts hitting the fan. Applications start coming in OD. So we're going to train them right now. Not even train, just get them rolling. Then be good for go for pitch. Woo! Come on now. 209?
Rate is fucking insane. Yeah, a fucking peak of 209, bro.
Let's go.
So anyways, if you're seeing this on Stefan's vlog, you're getting a third fucking perspective. But
all right, I need
to
to jump in with the sales team right now. I'm gonna let all the troops in. 1, 2, 3. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. 200 people in the live event right now. 210 in the live event right now.
Sick.
Let's get to it. Come on. So just make sure we're super clear on the different stages that we need to go through in the qualifying stage of the script, as well as the different stages for the setting the appointment part of the script. Make sure we knock that out, because one of the main objections we've been getting, feedback from the closers, is the partner objection. You fired up as well?
I am, bro.
A lot of fucking time and effort into this event. Let's fucking cash out and hit these leads as fast as possible. Any questions, any concerns, any thoughts for the group? All right, guys, let's get it. Okay. Hey, setters. Boom. We're in the pitch right now, in the pocket. This call's about to start rolling, and the second we drop this offer, there's still 166 people live. We still have people registering from organic. Even though our ads are off, we've had probably close to 50 people register since we started, maybe even close to 100. Got the sales team dialed, about to drop the offer. It's about to be fucking go time. Let's go. Application just dropped. There we go. Apply now. Bang. We dropped it literally 30 seconds ago. Bang. All these are ready. Coming in. Come on, fellas. Come on.
Huh?
Woo!
Holy shit. What a fucking adrenaline rush. Holy
What an
shit.
event. KPIs are fucking cracked, bro.
Bro,
Dude, Steph, 210 people peak, over 160 people, or 165 people there during the pitch, like the end of the pitch, not even listening to the pitch, the end of the pitch. Mm-hmm. And we just got how many applications?
That's a lot of fucking applications, bro. For that many people, I already got a spouse objection by one of the setters, so we're going to reschedule. But I got to send this SMS out. That was a fucking crazy event. We'll keep you updated with the stats and all of that shit. We got through it. Great first session. Fucking few hiccups. But that's what the first one's for, I guess, right?
Bro, they fucking demolished that and we demolished that.
Clients did so well on the live event. Fucking, what was it? 210 people at peak. 166 at pitch. I literally just remembered, I'm telling this head right now, this client that we just had this big event with, I literally, out of the ordinary, out of the blue, I remembered my scroll session on TikTok, like from months ago, and found the guy's personal account on Instagram. Low-key for growth ops watching this, that's the meta. DMing the creator's personal account because they often have two accounts. I'll put you on for a game. No one else doing that like me. But I just DM'd him and got him as a client. And we just did a fat event. And then we're already planning case study vid. So if that's up and you're watching this, free game there too. All right, gents. We are now at 6:40 PST. We're about, when did it end? 4, 5, ended like an hour ago. So we're going to go through these stats. Pretty good.
You're not editing that shit.
I'm not. David's going to edit it.
We're going to go through fucking the number of people we can book from registrants. So
Yeah.
people who didn't book right away that we can go and convert afterwards. We'll look at our AOV now that we have financing. We'll look at our cash per book call. So one thing when you run webinars, because it's not a call funnel, most people don't track their cash per book call. So we're going to track our cash per qualified book call, our cash per showed call, just so we know it's more efficient in the call funnel. We can scale into it. And we'll even differentiate the show rate and all those numbers based on cold traffic and warm traffic, differentiate the two. So we're super excited. But we're at all those numbers. That way going into next week, we're going to run it again for this client for the month. We're already at 30K cash for the client. Even today was a 3K day before any calls were taken. Pretty much it was 1 or 2 calls. So now we're going to go into tomorrow, the next day, with 30 to 40 calls on the board. Go rinse them. Maybe even hit 100 this month with the webinar running back next week. So that's the plan.
Maybe even. Brief interruption. Day after the Webby, calls are firing off. And I just want to take a minute and appreciate, like, this is kind of what I always had envisioned. I can just do shit on my phone, work from wherever I want to. It's so money. And it took a while to be able to, do this. Months and months and months and months of stress and just like shit that I wouldn't have otherwise, I definitely wouldn't have wanted to do if it wasn't for this angle. But just got a close from a webinar lead, walking on the beach. Moment to appreciate. Back to the program. Holy fuck. All right. It is the end of the day post webinar. So the webinar was 24 hours ago, a little more. So we ended the day at 10K today. Plus, we got a 5.5K financing PIF that Clarity Pay still has to approve. Plus a 1,500 close on Venmo. Fuck it, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. That's like 16.4K day, I believe. 1 day post Webby. Then we have a full calendar for all 3 closers tomorrow. So that's a good update for you. Come on now. We're just ripping. We're fucking ripping. That's it. I'm cooked. I'm pooped. I'll see you in the next clip. All right, gents. End of day 2. My hair looks chopped right now. Crazy results. I'm not even gonna lie. Best day my agency has had since I started it today. You're seeing it live, so I'm fucking fired up. Any wise words for them, Dre boy?
No.
All right, but I'm going to show you what we finished off at today. Let me pull it up on our dashboard. Then I'm also going to show you WAP. Past 2 days, 32K. You can see on WAP. Last 7 days, 50K. Last 7 days, what's that? 200K a month run rate?
No, that's even higher, bro. That's 60 times 4. That's like, what is that?
240K a month run rate. First Webby, have some organic padding there, so we're going to ramp up the paid. Make sure we're dialed in on that front. But that's it. End of day 1. Day 2, we have a few kind of straggler calls tomorrow that our closers will obviously go to work on. But tomorrow night, I'm going to gather all the data. We're going to do a little check back, a little circle back, make sure all the numbers run well, make sure we can bump ad spend, make sure we don't have to tweak anything major within the funnel, and then I'll give you every single stat because you saw the full day, start to finish of actual Webby day. Random shit we had to finish setting up. You saw yesterday, you saw today, first 2 days after the first paid Webby. You're gonna see all the end result. So cut right now to tomorrow night. We are back. We are now gonna go over the stats, long awaited, what you guys are all here for. And walk you through stats leading up to the webinar in terms of getting all of these people on to the live event, all of the data that we can look at and say, okay, how was our actual presentation? What can we tweak there to improve for next time? And then obviously, and then obviously the cash that we collected and the stats from our sales team from all of the leads that booked in from this webinar. So let's start with the actual traffic. We had warm leads and we had cold leads. These creators have not a massive following, but they have a decent sized following and they're very well known in their space. So they have a lot of people that know, like, and trust them already. So we had split the lead sources into warm and cold. So for our cold campaign, we spent a total of $1,800, $1,869, getting us a total of 343 leads, with a total cost per registrant of $5.45. That was just for the cold. Obviously, the warm people are free. But one of the main things we found with the cold is this is a pretty low cost per registrant, and the lead quality for these was not the best because most of our closes came from warm audience. We still had a few closes from our cold traffic, meaning that we got significant return on this $1,800 that we spent. But most of the closes from this webinar did come from the warm traffic. And so the split between everyone on the webinar, we had a total of 702 registrants. 343 of those were from cold traffic. 359 of those were from warm traffic. From the organic traffic, from the warm traffic, people that already knew the creators for the most part. Top lead sources were our Instagram bio. Obviously, third line in the Instagram bio is free live training Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, to link. So Instagram bio, TikTok bio, same thing. And then we did a warm launch sequence for this event, a build-up sequence in the creator's free Discord. And so these are people that have been in the Discord for maybe a week, a month, several months. And so that built up demand, we liquidated that with this build-up sequence to the event, showing them why the event was important, why it was important to learn this information right now, and what they will get on the event. How is it going to benefit them? And we had a giveaway that everyone who stayed till the end of the event they got a free resource if they stayed until the end of the event. Now let's get onto stats for the actual event. The Webinar Jam stats, as you can see, Tuesday, May 19th. Out of everyone that crossed the opt-in page that we built out, our opt-in funnel for the webinar, sign up for this free training, opt-in here, we had 3,800 people, 3,880 people come across that page, of which 18% of them signed up for a total of 702 registrants. Out of those 702 registrants that put their name, phone number, email in the opt-in form and got whole build-up sequence, pre-webinar sequence, they got the SMS text blasts. 309 of them showed up live. Okay, so that's 44% of our total webinar registrants turned into live attendees, and 44% for a mix of cold and warm, it's pretty fucking good. Cold can be 20, 25%, warm 30, 35%, 44% is pretty fucking good. So from there, and then we also had a replay sequence that went out, and 75 people watched the replay sequence. Now, we don't know if those 75 people are all people who did not attend. Some of them could have been included in this 309 number, but 75 of this 702 registrants, they watched the replay. So in terms of webinar engagement, at the beginning, we had about 120 people show up, and that grew within the first 10 minutes to around 180. We peaked at around 205, 210 people live on the webinar. And from there, we pitched around 110, 120, where we had about 187 people live. And so live attendees, like I said, 309. Average time in the live room was an hour. Out of every one of these 309 people that showed up, the average time in the event was about an hour. Somewhat decent. 33% watched the entire webinar. And so, like I said, we had people coming in and out during this phase, and then at 110, 120, we pitched and had about 187 people live. Out of those 187 people live, we had about 40 people, 45 people book in calls. More than that applied. And so with this information, we can see when people came in, when we sent out certain SMS blasts, what text went out when, which text increased the amount of people in the room, which text didn't have an effect. We can look at all of that data. We can also see when people are dropping off the most, which slides were we on at that point. We need to make those slides more engaging, re-emphasize the benefits of these slides so people aren't leaving. And then, we were, for this first event for this client, we were pretty damn happy with the number of people that we had at the time of pitch, the number of people that applied that were there at the time of pitch, and the number of people that were qualified and booked in. We were pretty damn happy. We have a lot of data to go off of and improve the presentation, improve the pre-event process, everything. I'm going to go to the call stats now before we reveal the grand total of cash that was collected. We had a total of 44 calls sets, 35 calls taken, a show rate of 80%. So that's pretty good after an event like this. 80% of people showed up to their calls. 20 of those calls were closed for a total close rate across our sales team of 45%. So how much did we actually collect? After a full week of building up, full hour-long event of people who knew the creators, of people who were completely cold and did not know the creators, from the Tuesday, May 19th to Friday, May 22nd, we collected a total of $41,678. The Tuesday night of the event to the Friday. So what was the breakdown? On the day after the webinar, we collected $9,900. 2 days after the webinar, on the Thursday, we collected $16,000. Then the Friday, we collected $10.5K. That is the split. And if we go to and just so you guys, I'll show you proof. Here we go. As you can see, this is a live WAP, May 19th to May 22, 41. And then we can go to the dashboard. Boom, boom, boom. I'll go to Wednesday to Thursday. So you see it's live, 32, those 2 days. There's all the proof you need. And so if we go to our dashboard here, Wednesday to the Friday, first, second, third day after the webinar, here are the stats: 37K, 87K, revenue generated, contract value. Obviously, we're not going to get that full 87K, but for the most part, we are very happy with how this event went. It's our first event for this client. I keep saying it. We're going to make decisions to improve this event, the pre-event process, the actual event itself, and the post-event process to milk as much cash per lead as we possibly can. And so for these 3 days following our first event with this client, we had 3 closers, 4 setters. I'll break down the 3 closers. As you can see, one closer was pretty much half of the cash that we collected. He took 20 calls. The next closer took 4 calls, and the third closer took 13 calls. As you can see, this closer took 4 calls and had 10.9K cash collected. This closer took 13 calls and had 7.8K cash collected. That's a decision that we need to make on how we are splitting up the calls. Clearly, certain closers are performing better compared to other closers. So when you have that clear data, you need to make sure that people who are hot, the closers that are performing well, are getting fed. They're getting the ball past him. They're getting more calls on their calendar than the closers who aren't performing. 20 calls, 4 calls, 13 calls. The show rate across the board was pretty good for the calls booked from this webinar. As you can see, this is the split of the cash that the closers collected out of this 37K from the Wednesday to the Friday following the event. So I'm not going to get too more deep into all these stats. That's for me and the team to look at in terms of how we're going to pivot, how we're going to take this offer, this team from 37K per event. We're only going to, for the most part, run 4 webinars per month, 1 per week on Tuesdays. And so we need to figure out how to get this number around 40K. 40 times 4, if we do 1 every week, is 160, right? If we want to get to 300, 400, 500 a month, what levers do we have to pull to make sure that these stats are backing that up to take this number from 40 to 80 to 100? What do we have to do? We have to reverse engineer how we are thinking about it. What metrics do we have to hit, and what within our pre-event, event, and post-event process are going to get us to those metrics? Thinking out loud, how we think about, scaling, getting this client up to new levels, new heights. That is the breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you are still here, leave a comment if you enjoyed. DM me on Instagram with any questions. I enjoy making these videos. I hope this was valuable. I loved watching this shit when I was just starting. I loved seeing the behind the scenes of what actually went into what I was trying to do. because I can do a whole Miro breakdown and just show you the stats. That's kind of boring. But what I'm trying to do is show you the full kind of day-to-day, the actual real life part of what goes into an info offer, an online business, wherever kind of vertical you're in. Watching this, I want it to be as valuable, as entertaining as possible. But I showed you the full day, what happens in my life, what happens with the sales team, what happens with the actual event, what happens with the stats. So drop a like, drop a sub if this was valuable. I hope it was. I pray to God it was valuable. But with that said, thank you for fucking watching.